Welcome to the Urban Cowgirl Show. Part 6, Morgan Mare's Semi and Sadie do cow work practice with mini zebu heifers, Susie and Seela. Today, we're going to do some more cow work with Susie and Seela, my heifers. We're doing a turn back with Sadie. I've given her a little bit of practice on that recently. We're going to be doing some raiding and some turning and some parallel tracking with Semi. Katie's on Semi. Now we only have 3 of our panels, which covers half the arena, open across the arena, because only half of the panels have had the lattice installed on them. If my cameraman can zoom in on where Susie and Seela are right now, you'll see that there's another set of 3 panels there, and we only have 1 piece of lattice installed there, and in the next few days we want to install it all the way across. Then we'll have the ability to cut this arena in half easily and have it be a safe fence for Seela. We're worried that Seela will try to go between the bottom rail and the middle rail if there isn't some kind of visual block. So we're using this white lattice, and we hope that that will be enough. One thing that we're going to watch for today is for half of this arena that's fenced off by these panels, will Seela try to go under the bottom rail? My guess is she won't. She tends to look ahead, in front of herself, doesn't look down, and I think that she'll see the white lattice and turn away. But for today, we're studying that issue. We're giving Sadie some practice being around a moving cow or moving cows, and Semi is going to get to do some raiding and some tracking. And Katie has mics on, I have mics on. We're talking about how to get the cows to move where we want them to move. There's ways to... I'm stopping because Sadie moved and I didn't want her to. Whoa, whoa. And I want to make sure that I do have a handle on moving Sadie's front end and hind end. So I'm going to move to the right. Whoa. I'm going to move to the left. Whoa. I don't want her to go forward. I just want her to go over the haunches and over the front end. Now, can I get her haunches to step over without going forward? Yeah. I did, and it's a very important maneuver, especially around cows. In case somebody gets into kick zone, I want everything to be light. Make sure my cinch is tight. It is. All right, here's what I'm going to do. Katie's going to go towards Susie and Seela. Susie's the heifer with the larger horns. I'm going to go behind this panel. And once at least one of the cows is over here, I'm going to go between this panel and the south fence and see if I can get Sadie to understand that we're going to try to block the cow from going back to the east side of the arena. Now let's see if Seela gonna try to get under the bottom rail here. Let's see if Katie and I can keep her from coming through on this south side with safety. Let's see if Sadie's okay about all this cow and horse activity without getting excited, stressed. We don't have our pen open because that's not our objective today. Over the haunches, good. Yes, that was beautiful. You turned her. Just by position. Ooh. Over the haunches, beautiful. To the fence. If you don't get to the fence fast, you won't be able to turn her. And I can't get to the fence fast with Sadie, not yet. Okay, that's all right. Let's see if we can get, see, I'm gonna stay out of the way here of the opening. Back off, back, 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 back. Good. Okay, Semi's ears are back. She's watching. Now I'm gonna go back into the opening. Whoa. Try to read your cow. Where is she gonna go next? Will Semi help you read her and block her? We're to the fence as fast as you can. Beautiful. Oh. And I knew that I couldn't get around with Sadie fast enough. You know, the other day, you go ahead and bring her back. I'm gonna go to the camera and explain this. I was watching a championship cutting where the turnback horses were cutting just as much as the cutting horse. It was really amazing how much the turnback horses had to do over their haunches to keep that cow from leaving the cutting area. And I'm not ready, Sadie's not ready to be that polished a turnback horse. Right now, I just want to make sure she can not get stressed being here in the arena. So I'm coming back. You know what we'll do here? How about if you stay there now?
Okay.
And I'll see if Sadie will allow me to turn Selah without stress. Sitting on my pockets, heels down, whoop, watching my cow. Off to the left, good, whoop. She sees this hole. If we could get Evie out here, we'd have it made. We'd have 3 horses, 2 to turn back, 1 to turn. Okay, why don't you walk towards her now? And I'm gonna go on the opening as a turn back. Sadie doesn't quite understand what her job is yet, but I think Semi does. I'm gonna go towards the fence. Good, good. Uh-oh, there goes that hole. She learned that hole. And we expected that. This is the exercise, though, that we want to do with these horses. At this point in their training and ours. And we're so grateful that Selah is moving quickly. Notice that Susie, her mom, doesn't move at all. She says, I know how to play this game. Ooh, let's see, did the lattice work? It looks like it's turning her. We don't want to put too much pressure on her, though. Back and over. Good. Looks like the lattice turned her. All right, I'm going to walk towards her. I want her to turn, so I'm going to walk towards her head. Whoop. As soon as she turns, we stop. Think about, yeah. What a challenge she is. We're just not ready for her. I knew she was going to go for that opening. I couldn't move Selah there fast enough. I'm not sure if I could move Sadie there fast enough. I'm not sure if I could move her mom Eve there fast enough. Maybe next time I'll try Eve. Okay, think about how you're going to separate them. Good. Good. Looks like Susie's moving this time too. Let's let them both move. No.
Oh.
Go to the east fence. That's the way you need to go if you want to turn them. She's looking to go under that bottom rail, so we don't want to pressure her. Give her a chance to gather herself up. Okay, now walk into them and see what happens. I'm going to walk towards them too. I'm going to walk towards the east fence. Do a little yeah, 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 yeah as you walk towards them.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Good, good. It's all right, it's all right. Back.
Oh, almost.
Oh, go for Susie, go ahead.
Okay.
Nah, even when Susie runs, we can't keep up. All right, that's all right. We know what we need to do better, and that will come with repetition. With practice, when the horses understand. Okay, I'm going to back off. Right now, I just want softness. I want Selah to not be stressed and not be hard when I ask her to move to the left or to the right or to the back or forward motion. Good, good. Okay, walk towards their heads and they'll turn.
Yeah.
Go beyond Susie now. Go, yes, now think about where is Selah going to go next. I'm turning here. Light, 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 whoop, whoop. Good. Okay, now I'll walk towards her. Ah, she's looking under. She's looking under. Okay, she didn't go, but would she have if we'd pressured her? I don't know yet. To the right. Good. And there goes that hole again. Good, but that's good for Semi. That's very good. Okay, keep going after her. Remember, Semi's the cutting horse here. I'm going to try to stand in that hole with Selah, with Sadie. Too many S's here.
Oh.
To the right. Whoop. Good. Okay. Tell us what you want to do with Selah. As you walk towards her, tell us your intention. We'll see if she is going where you want her to go.
Walk that way, yeah.
Okay. Good. Chances are, because I'm closing this hole, she'll go for the east fence. Over the haunches. Good. 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 Ah, 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 ah. Ooh, I like that. I like that. And you know what? That's exactly what we wanted to do. And, you know, I want to keep this session short. I feel that we have a plan. Next time, if we have the other side of the panels ready to go, we'll put them out here. And we'll have a better idea whether she's going to try to get under those panels if she can't use these open holes, right? It's the pressure. What will she do under pressure? And Semi did just fine for today. Let's walk up to the camera and discuss one thing that happened, which is likely to happen again. Semi's ears are back. Sadie's ears are up. Semi knows. She says, wait a minute, was I supposed to follow it? At one point, and I'm not sure the camera got it, in the southeast corner of the arena, Selah hit the fence. And Semi spooked, right? I mean, it's her nature. She said, what is that noise? Were you happy with her response? What did you do to stay in the saddle? Because she did do some sudden movements on you.
Yeah, I think she could have spooked a lot more. It wasn't too much of a spook. It was just for a second, and she didn't try and bolt off, really. She knew she was still supposed to stay there.
Okay. Had she continued to bolt, you may have lost it, right?
Yeah, but she's done that a few times when we've been working in the arena. She just spooks a little bit. I don't think she's going to bolt.
Okay. It's their nature. And when we next come out here, I hope we'll have the panels all the way across with the safety feature of the lattice. And I'm happy with Sadie's response, although I can tell you she's the lethargic type. So I do have my spurs on, but for today I didn't want to touch her with the spur other than to let her know that I had them on, which I did, and I'm doing right now. You see, she responds. I'm asking her to go, whoop, to the left, Now I'm going to ask her to go to the right with just a tickle of the spur. And, yeah, whoa, an opening of the rein, and then laying the rein on the opposite side and so forth. Every movement is calculated. Eventually, we want them to do it all by themselves, know what their job is. And once you've ridden a cutting horse, you kind of get hooked. And I did many decades ago, and I'm showing you how we're having the opportunity here to ride cutting horses, turnback horses with cows on a small property in Santa Cruz. And that's what the Urban Cowgirl Show, in part, is all about. Sadie practices cow work with Sela in half the arena with white lattice as a visual block on the portable panels. This is a test. If we let Sela in here and use Sadie, she needs a little more work as a turnback horse, to push Sela a little bit. Will she honor the lattice and not try to get under the panels or jump through them or what? It's really just a test of equipment today. So we have only 2 people today. We're leaving the camera on me. Go ahead. Angela's going to go and bring Sela into the west side of my arena. Back. 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 Good. Now Angela's just bringing Sela in. You can maybe put the rope on her collar and use it as a lead line. You may not be able to see this because we really don't have anybody here today to turn the camera. So if there doesn't seem to be any problem with Sela, we're just going to have Angela follow the movement. So Sela's being led in. I want to make sure that you see how we do this, because this is kind of unusual the way we do things here. Over, back. Whoop. Let's see if I can get Sadie over to the fence. Whoop. I hope I have it lined up. Push hard, Angela, so go ahead and take care of the camera after you, wait, first close, before you open, close. Before you open the lead line, close the panels, otherwise Sela's going to go back to Susie. And then make sure you chain them closed so she can't push them open. They're on wheels. Now, due to a lack of number of people that we need to do this video today, we have no mics on, so I'm going to be talking loud when I'm away from the camera and try to lower my voice when I'm toward the camera. Okay, here's the issue. Can I push, with not too much pressure, Sela into these panels and have her honor them as a fence without being worried about her trying to crash through them or jump over them? She's like a wind-up toy. I'm teaching Sadie to wait and watch, to back up, to work over her haunches, and to decide what to do next with my help. Back. Back. I never want Sela to do a U-turn and go towards the cow. I want her to work over her haunches and follow the cow. Or head her off at the pass, but not a U-turn and lean or shoulder forward towards the cow or step forward. She'll never be able to stop a cow if she doesn't work over her haunches. Back, back. Oh, back. Oh, back. I'm trying to read my cow. I'm trying to help Sadie to learn how to read a cow. So I stop and watch with her quite a bit. Back. Sadie kept trying to leak forward toward the cow, so I would stop her, back her, and give her a verbal reprimand. Whoa, back, back, back. Whoa, back. 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 Oh, back. enthusiasm, I wanted to see, did you see Sadie saying, well, wait a minute, she's turning on me, I gotta turn too, whoopee. I was waiting for Sadie to give me some enthusiasm. She did pick up her pace today, but I wanted to know that she was excited about watching that heifer move. Susie is stationary in the corner as usual. Rusty, the bull, was out there being a draw to Selah, and we did get in trouble one moment when she got hung up in the vinyl panel that we use to make our pen when we do penning. So in the future we'll always pull them away from the sides of the fence so that can't happen. And I want to give Sadie a reward for showing that enthusiasm, for showing me some body language that, yes, I know, I'm supposed to be following this wind-up toy. And that's what we were able to do today. Since I didn't have mics on, you probably weren't quite sure why I positioned myself where I did, when I did. I wasn't able to emphasize when I was opening the door with my legs and my hands, and yet asking Sadie to whoa and back and go over her haunches. There's a whole lot of that yet. She has to learn as a cow horse, as a turnback horse, and more than anything, I wanted her to know that, yes, she's here to follow that moving object. We've done it with mechanical cow simulators. It's usually a lot more fun, a lot more intense when you're doing it with a real cow. And that's why we have little mini zebus here on this small property to help us teach our Morgan horses how to do cow work. And having a half of an arena like this helps a lot, especially at first. And I would say that my lattice passed the test. If anything, Selah was trying to get through that south fence, the typical vinyl fence, because Rusty was there and she wanted to get away from this horse and get to Rusty. But I was pretty sure the vinyl fence had enough give to it that it wouldn't crack, and the only problem was that one vinyl panel that she got hung in behind. And so I'm comfortable that we can continue to give many more minutes, many more hours of such practice to our Morgan horses with our mini cows, and especially in this half arena at first. That's all for today. Sonia Sokolow, www.urbancowgirlchannel.com. Next, we will do cow work with all three Morgans, Semi, Sadie, and Eve. See more at www.urbancowgirlchannel.com.